all my information's on QRZ, so if you would forward me that email, I'd appreciate it. I'm just using a stock mic, but I am in the very near future, when the 10 gets back, I'm going to go ahead and purchase probably one of the Yazoo mics for this SCDX10. That was my next venture. Since to me getting a hobby was my wife's idea, I got a pretty open checkbook for it, but it's just one of those things I got to be real careful of at my age. I'm in my mid-70s now, so I'm sure my equipment may outlive me, if you know what I mean. But yeah, yours sounds great. What mic did you say you were running?
Yeah, the microphone is a Heil PR781 boom microphone. I also run on the other radio. I run the Heil Pro Set Elite headset with the built-in microphone as well. And these two microphones pair up with this radio really quite well. And the settings are quite simple. Once you get it dialed in, it's pretty much set and will do its own. So I'd be more than happy to try to help you with that. And just so you know, to actually hear what it sounds like on the air, John, I do a live stream in the evenings here on YouTube, and we're live streaming right now. So our QSO is going live, but it's also recording. So if you want to hear what it actually sounds like on the air, you can go to my YouTube channel, which is my call sign, K0RWB, and you can go back and listen to the playback here and actually hear what it sounds currently. And if you make some adjustments or what have you, then we can see what those do for you as well there, Roger.
Hey, Roger, Randy, I definitely will give that a check out. Very interested in the audio. But, you say you're just outside Kansas City a ways. How's your weather been out there recently?
Oh, it's been great here the last 4 or 5 days. The humidity's on the downside, and we've been in the mid to lower 80s. I think today 82 was the high, and the humidity has been quite reasonable. So I'd like to think that we've kind of made a turn, and and the weather's gotten a little better. We do have some rain coming, and some are still trying to hold on, but it's sure a lot better than it was a couple, 3 weeks ago.
Hey, Roger. Yeah, we were still in the high 80s here, but our humidity, we're so close to the East Coast that our humidity here in Central Virginia tends to run very high, so it's still a little uncomfortable, but much better than it was 2 or 3 weeks ago. And the reception here has been a little better. We've had a little less noise for a month and a half. We had so much electronics disturbance here from storms that I was unplugging my radio every night and disconnecting them and what have you. And it was getting a little bit annoying, but that's calmed down. We actually got to the point now where we're almost dry. Gas here still running about $2.99 a gallon. Life's not too bad here in the cultural mecca of the East Coast, Orange County, Virginia.
I'd like to think that a lot of places are starting to turn a little bit more for the better. I think it's been a rather hot summer for a lot of folks, and we've had the moisture when we needed it, and some places haven't had it at all. I wish we could move it around for other folks, but we're just not able to do that, which is unfortunate. But I'd like to think that everybody is kind of heading toward a little bit nicer weather and humidity and so forth. I know up in the mountain states, it's really starting to get a little chilly. I know even Alaska had some snow the other day, so really interesting to see how the weather patterns are changing quite often. But anyway, John, what I'll do, though, like I said, your email is good in QRZ. I'll send you the settings that I'm using currently. Now, that's not the end-all, be-all, of course. Our voices are a little different, but it's a good starting point. And again, you can try those settings. You're more than welcome to send me an email back. Again, we try to do this live stream in the evenings as long as life doesn't get in the way. So I'd be really curious to, of course, it's recorded now. I'd like to have a chance maybe to work you later on this week or what have you if you have the time with maybe some of the different changes and get an idea where it's at, because the radio can be phenomenally good with the stock microphone and what you set up the audio. It's a little mind-boggling at first, but boy, once you get it dialed in, these things are really, really transmit well.
Very good, Randy. The one thing I have found out about transitioning from a 991 to this 10, I can hear signals now so tiny and hear them clearly, and with my limited antenna, I can't get back to them. So I kind of shot myself in the foot, if you know what I mean.
Well, I tell you, the biggest thing for me One is the digital noise reduction, which is adjustable, of course, you know that, and that's what I'm using now because there are some stations nearby, and they're starting to come in a little bit. I hit the DNR and all I hear is you, which is really nice. And I do like having the external monitor feature. We use that. We use a video capture card that's in the back of our computer, and that is we actually put the radio display on our YouTube channel, John. So not only do you get to hear it, but you get to see your signal strength. You'll actually we put up the multi screen, so you see the oscilloscope and so forth. So again, for somebody who is maybe wanting to adjust their audio and so forth, you've got all the tools right here in front of you. The only downside is a webcam pointed right at me. You get to see my smiley face there, Roger.
Hey, Roger. One last question for you, Randy. Prior to all the problems I've been having with USB now, for the last several months, when I tried to do an N1MM interface, every time I started N1MM, it would put the pen into transmit mode again with no output until I opened the digital window, and then it would clear, and I could go on and run it the rest of the day or for 2 days for a weekend event with no issues. Have you ever had a problem, or do you use N1MM as an interface?
No, I do not. I have not used that as an interface. Again, I know just enough to be dangerous, and I know my I know my limitations as well. So I have not had the opportunity to do that.
Oh, very good. Randy, it's been a pleasure talking with you this evening. I've got to go out and get with the wife and do a few odds and ends here before we just got back from dinner with a friend. So the pleasure's been all on my end here, and I hope we can do this again. And I will definitely take a look at the Facebook page. So K0RWB. Is it RWB or RWD as in Delta?
It is Kilowatt Zero, red, white, and blue, Romeo Whiskey Bravo.
Roger. That's what I had here. For some reason, I convinced myself it was supposed to be a Delta, but at my age, anyway, Randy, all the best to you. Have a wonderful evening out there, and I'll be talking with you again here in a week or so. So 73 from 24, I watch.
Now, John, my pleasure. That's kind of what we like doing here, especially on the YouTube live stream, is to try to help if we can, or comments. Everybody has an opinion, and I'm certainly okay with that as well. You get enough of them, you can probably come up with a pretty good answer. That's the thing we like using. So I would be more than happy to send that information out to you. And if we can help you at all, we'll certainly be glad to. Again, I'm just passing it down the line. People were more than willing to help me, so we just kind of pass it down and pay it forward, as they say. So, hey, you and yours be safe, be well. Nice to work you. I know we'll talk again. You've been 5'9" here the entire time. A little bit of noise, of course, but that's 40 meters. So, until next time, thank you so much. Look forward to working again real soon, John, and I'll get you an email out yet this evening. Kilo 4, India Yankee. This is Kilowatt Zero, Radio Whiskey Bravo, Randy in Kansas City, 7-3, John. Okay, QRZ, any other stations? How about Brad? Are you in there? Whiskey 3, Bravo, Alpha, Sierra?
0 RWB, this is W3, BAS. You're loud and clear, 5-9 into PA.
Well, I'm glad to hear it, Brad. You're sounding good to hear as well. Thanks for the little heads up there on the live chat. But, again, we've gone from Virginia to Pennsylvania, so I guess East Coast is the thing right now there, Roger?
Yeah, Roger that, Randy. Yeah, very good. Yeah, you're sounding great. I'm still working on my temporary rig on the Wolf River coil. Sitting out in my front yard. I don't have a permanent wire up yet.
Well, it doesn't really matter right now. You're between 5 and 8 and 5 and 9. I noticed on the waterfall the band is starting to get kind of crowded. We'll see what happens as that moves along. But no, I've got no problems hearing it all, Brad. And this makes number 4 contact-wise, so now you've just became a regular.
Okay, very good, Randy. I'll let you go and get some other stations in there, and maybe they can become regulars also. Hey, nice chatting with you, Randy. K0RWB, W3BAS. 73. Have a good night.
Yeah, okay, Brad. Hey, thank you, buddy. Nice to have a chance to work you again. 4 contacts in my book, and you're a regular. So, hey, thanks for Pennsylvania. Nice to hear you again. We've been off the air a little bit, work and things get in the way, but we're glad we got a chance to get out this evening. and nice to hear the band is open. Hey, man, you have a great night. Thank you again for taking the time to hit us on the chat, and I'm glad we got a chance to chat real quick as well. 7-3 my friend. Whiskey 3, Bravo Alpha Sierra. That's Kilowatt Zero Radio Whiskey Bravo. Randy in Kansas City. 7-3 Brad. Okay, QRZ, any other stations? Kilowatt Zero, Radio Whiskey Bravo.
Kilo Echo 8.
Victor Alpha.
Lima Victor Alpha, standby 1. The Kilo Echo 8 station again?
Kilo Echo 8, Romeo Bravo Yankee.
Okay, got you that time. Kilo Echo 8, Romeo Bravo Yankee. Oh, that's David. Hey, brother, how you doing tonight?
Doing good, doing good. I wonder how my signal is tonight. I got part of the rebar and concrete in. I'm getting pictures ready to post.
Well, would I hurt your feelings if I said 5 and 3?
I'll take it.
How about 5 and 9? No, good signal. Nice to know it was working pretty good.
Well, I was hoping it would. I think it's going to work out to my expectations.
Well, you know, I always like to exceed mine. It doesn't happen very often, but when it does, boy, I tell everybody I can.
Copy that. Yeah, I've got it all in. I've still got probably another 100 bags of Quickstreet and 4 more sheets of it to put in rebar and tie it all together.
Wow, that's great. Well, you're bumping 5.9, a little bit of 10 over there as well. So I don't know if I want to hear this when you go when you get everything going. You'll be the big boy on the block there, Roger.
Roger that. 100 watts in a wire, but anything I can is something simple to increase gain. Heck, if I can get a couple 3-4 dB of gain, that's great.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. Again, that's a cool thing about 40 meters. I think there's a little bit more flexibility, and small changes really make a big difference on signal and on transmit and receive. So again, I think you're heading in the right direction, no doubt. And nice to hear that the project's coming along, and it sounds like you'll get it completed here fairly soon there, Roger.
Roger that. I've got to let the pour I poured yesterday set so I can move the mixer onto it, keep going pouring. But yeah, like I said, I've been wanting to get on here and try it, and I fired up tonight, and I think this is going to do a good job.
Well, I think so, and I'm glad I got a chance to work you with it. I know the last time we talked, I think you were, has it been, well, it's September 8th, so what, a week or so ago, somewhere around there? And it sounds like you made a lot of progress in a short period of time, and again, it doesn't sound like it's going to be much longer. You'll get it completed, and it should, if the way it sounds right now, it should work out real well for you. I'm impressed. Again, you've got great signal. I had a good signal last time as well, but it'd be nice to see what happens when you get it all completed.
Roger that. I'm waiting to see that myself. It figures out the sheets of wire mesh put in the concrete are 3 foot to 5 foot, which works out to about 35 square feet. And I've got to count on how many, so once I get it done, I'll have to convert it to square meters and see what we've got.
Yeah, see, those calculations are over my pay grade, so I leave it to professionals. I think I'd either be too short or too long, and I don't need to make mistakes 2 and 3 times. So I'm glad you're using it, and I hope it works well out for you. I have no doubt it will. But again, we haven't been really out here that long, about 15 minutes or so, David, and we really weren't sure what we were going to get. But gosh, we went Virginia to Pennsylvania. And now you in Ohio, so I guess everything seems to be working pretty good.
Yeah, it seems like it was there. I caught you. I was just surfing through. I caught it there on YouTube, so I said, well, time to fire up and see if I can get through.
Yeah, well, there's not a huge pileup. We don't very often. There was another station in there with you, but we got your prefix and we got his suffix, so we'll get to him here in just a few as well. So we'll see how it goes. Again, it's been I don't know, 3 or 4 days, whatever, since we've had a chance to get out here. Just I got kind of tied up in the evenings, and we do kind of miss it. So I'm glad we got some time this evening to do it, and nice to catch up with some from operators in the past, you like yourself, kind of see where things are at and so forth. And again, this is kind of what we like doing it there, Roger.
Roger that. Yeah, like I said, I wanted to get on with what I've got set up and then see how it was working, and then we'll keep going from there.
Well, again, with the proverbial 100 watts in a wire, I mean, it sounds good. You're going to be a little bit more than 100 watts in a wire. You may be 100 watts, but you're going to have a whole bunch of wires. So I got a feeling it's going to do a terrific job for you.
Well, roger that. I think it will too. By the time I get all the radios in I've got room for, I'm probably going to have 60 or 70 meters of wire in the ground.
Now, you don't suppose that would get picked up from a lightning storm, do you?
Well, we had a pretty good one here, and it sounded like the strike was just up on the ridge behind the house the other day, and we didn't seem to have a problem.
Well, that's a little bit too close for me. I hope everything turned out okay for you, but yeah, I got thinking about that. Boy, you put a lot of metal and stuff in the ground. I don't know if that's going to attract. I really don't know how it works per se, but as long as it's not too close to the house, I guess it wouldn't be so bad.
Roger that, and it'll tie the ground also, and you got wire in all these concrete buildings, and it does attract, but not what you would think. Now, a 1,000-foot high smokestack, it will hit that and come down the outside ground wires like a big old basketball.
Yeah, I can imagine. Well, like I said, I'm glad to hear you've got some progress. Again, you sound good this evening. I'm glad we got a chance to work there real quick, and thank you so much for the update. We will be looking for you when you get the remainder of it finished. Be kind of curious on how to compare the signals. Again, you've been solid 5.9, little 10 over from time to time. We've got some stations close by to us, but otherwise you've been real solid. Gosh, your audio is really good as well. So for those people out there that are complaining about 100 watts in a wire, they shouldn't, the way your station is running. So I think it works out real well. David, thanks so much there. We're going to run on down the road here a little bit so we can make a few more contacts. But hey, thank you so much for taking the time to check in there with us. And I'm glad you found us there on YouTube as well, so you know we were out and about. So hitting that notification bell really does work, trying to figure out where we're at from time to time. So check it back in with us again when you get it completed, or any more updates you got. We're kind of curious to see where things are at. And again, be kind of looking forward to seeing the pictures as your build progresses. So, hey, you and yours be safe and would be well. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you so much again for taking the time to say hi. Always enjoyed having a chance to chat with you, and I know we'll have a chance to do it again real soon. Kilo Echo 8 Romeo Bravo Yankee. This is Kilowatt Zero Radio Whiskey Bravo Randy, Kansas City. Thanks again. 7-3s.
Kilowatt Zero.